Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Trey Lance and the New York Giants taking on Justin Fields and the Los Angeles Rams.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Lance now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From midfield, here's Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Bishop, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And Lance now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And Lance going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for it?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Cade York on now for the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. York able to send this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
They begin with a run by Davis. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The numbers for Davis last week, 16 carries, 62 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Inside give to Davis. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Bishop. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Bishop. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Lance now on 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down at 4.
Lance.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Here's Lance.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Up the middle they go. It's Bishop, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Over the middle, caught by London. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle to Davis. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. One play action. Fields. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
Now it's Fields. Looking for London on the out route complete.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And New York set to take the field.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
From the 29,
Lance.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Lance on the option left.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Second down and 8.
Back to throw. Lance. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Lance. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
On first down, Lance. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Davis off tackle left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
The throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And New York set to take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bishop. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 30.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Bishop. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And Lance again going to keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Here we go.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
York on now for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Davis. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Back to throw, Fields.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yardage on 1st and 2nd down.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll try the left side. It's Bishop, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Fields. Throw left side, there's London.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
On 1st down, Fields.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Play action. It's Fields.
Out to his left.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Lance.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
He finds his man. Complete.
That's Bishop. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Off play action, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Bradley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now a first down throw. Fields getting this ball out wide for Davis. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. To throw again on second down. Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fields throwing again. He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Fields. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Davis. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bradley. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's London. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gibson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
On 2nd and goal. Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete. This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Rams are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll try the left side. It's Bishop. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Back to throw. Lance.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Fields now to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Here comes the Rams punter now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. On 2nd down, it's Bishop. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Looking to throw. Lance. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Lance. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. Wide open receiver complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak, no running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Bishop. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here's Fields.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. On third down, Fields. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Fields on first down.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Chase Young.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The offense on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. Got his man, it's London. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to throw, Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Looking to throw. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on third down. Fields. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Lance now to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Lance going to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bishop.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. Up the middle they go. Bishop. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Lance
eluding the pressure right.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
On first down, it's Bishop.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Lance. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, it's Bishop. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. From the gun, here's Fields. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields into the hands of London. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fields. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bradley. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. To throw, Mills. He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A first down throw for Mills. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. He finds his man, complete. That's Robertson. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 3rd and short yardage, Mills. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mills to the air again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bishop. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bishop. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Giants, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for L.A.,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left.
And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.